Hey guys, I'm here with my friend Nick Ugoalah, Commonwealth gold medalist, amazing wrestler, trained an entire generation of local fighters in wrestling and takedowns. So Nick, I've known you long enough to know that you love a certain drill when you're teaching people wrestling, the shot and the takedown, or the lift up. Can you please break that down for the people?
Okay, I'm going to break it down. And the reason why I love this particular shot, because it allows you to eventually go into a single, allows you to go into a high crotch, and of course be able to do your double. So I think of it as a standard position for initiating a takedown. Okay. So the first thing, what it looks like, if we were to finish it, okay, so say we're together here. If you give me the other lead for a second, here, we'll do it from my good side. Okay, so the first thing in wrestling is, I believe, stance. So you want to be able to change levels. So if I'm here, it's hard to do a shot. So I always want to be a little bit lower than him. So whenever I'm about to do a shot, I change my level. So the second thing after you change your level is penetration, right? You've already got distance, but you want to do penetration. So here, so when I penetrate, I always penetrate with usually penetrate with my lead leg at the beginning. So I penetrate, boom, right? So then I bring in the trail leg, boom, right? Then this third step here is I step across. Okay? So this is what it looks like, okay? So anytime I begin the teaching is change level, penetrate with your lead leg. So left arm and left leg go together, okay? Secure, that's back leg and back arm, they go together. And I say finish. Finish is that same left leg and left arm together. So you get to see that your arms and your legs are working together. Okay. Right? So when we do a drill, so the first step to even do this when you're practicing is just to say, okay, change level. Your opponent, let's get you to stand square. All right. Okay, so your opponent's just going to stand square. He's just going to have his hand, however it can be down by his side, it can just be up. And all you're going to do is penetrate. So the penetrate is step one. So we call number one, penetrate. So I change level. So change level and I penetrate, right? So that's one. So if you think about number two, so we can say number two, you're going to now penetrate and you're going to secure. That means the trail leg is going to come with the trail leg hand. So I'm going to change level. So one is I penetrate, two is I secure, right? And number three now is the finish step. So we're going to change level, penetrate, if we're just doing a high crotch, secure, finish. Or if we're doing a doubles, penetrate with two hands, secure it, right? Finish. Okay? So now I'm going to do the third step. The third step here, so let's keep it double. Keep it double? Sure. Okay. So we're going to penetrate. So I got both hands in there, secure it, right? Now watch what I do. I'm going to step across his body, step across and a little bit forward with my left leg. Right? So we're changing force. We're getting the force in, then we're getting the force to the side. A little bit, right? Making sense a little bit?
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's what using two hands. So we can do the same thing when we're using like head outside shot position, which we call a high crotch. So it's like a single head outside. So the same thing here. So I'm going to penetrate. So penetrate, left arm, left leg. We call that one. There's always three steps. One. So it's change level, penetrate, secure, right? Now watch my left hand, left leg. They go together. Finish. Okay?
So just the hand positioning changes a little bit. It's the same body movement.
It's the exact same body movement. And that's what keeps you compact. Because the mistake I see a lot of people make, right? Is they'll shoot, but they might shoot and they shoot with their arm, but they don't penetrate. Because if I just shoot with my arm and you move back, there we go. I'm extended. Yeah. And I have no power. But if I penetrate and you move back, boom, you're almost taking me with you. Right? So it keeps me close. And if once a person gets accustomed to that, and I have guys who begin like, literally they don't know much, but they begin in this format, all of a sudden, within a couple of weeks, they're wrestling like they know how to wrestle. Because you're just keeping your body in the correct position.
Do you like teaching it with the penetration step, dropping the knee to the mat?
Yeah.
Or do you like to stay on the feet when you teach it?
Both ways. But the reason why I always begin on the feet is everybody goes to the knee as a default, right? So, but if you learn it by doing it on your feet, then it's almost like you learn how to walk. You don't make the mistake, right? So I say foundation is learning on your feet first. It's very powerful. So say, for example, I go penetrate, secure, finish. Now I can do exactly the same thing on the feet now, right? On the ground. So I penetrate. So I'm going to penetrate with my knee now. So I penetrate, right? Secure. You see what happens with this? I call it a rudder. So when I go to cut that angle, watch what happens to my back ankle.
Right.
It has to move, because if it just goes like this, doesn't it feel a little awkward on the body?
Yeah.
This is what the biggest change a lot of people make is, boom, finish. Okay. Right?
So if I'm in a super low wrestling stance, we're going deep here, but
exactly, yeah.
if I'm in a super low wrestling stance, would you still do that on the feet version?
I can do that on the feet version, but look at what I would have to do first. I would have to unbalance you. So we're on the feet version, watch.
Oh, okay.
Right? I have to give you an opposite reaction. See, the thing about wrestling, and once you start getting the techniques, the next phase is to understand unbalancing.
Right.
Wrestling is based on opposite forces all the time. If I want to make you go up, I'm going to actually pull you down. If I want to make you go back, I'm going to actually pull you this way. Right? If I want to get you coming back at me, I'm going to push you. Right? So I'm going to give you whatever opposite that is. If I want this hand, I'm going to push this hand forward, you're going to give me that hand. So we log all that in, and once we log that in, now your style starts to become fluid. You understand change of level, you understand penetration, right? You understand how to unbalance.
Perfect.
Balancing forces, right? And so the simplest way I like to break it down, especially if you're learning, I always think, I think of the legs. I learned this from a coach when I was beginning. He said, okay, think about your body like this. Think about the engine is the back leg, the steering wheel is the front leg. So the front leg dictates direction. The back leg gives the power. Now sometimes it changes, right? So here, boom, I'm here, boom. But I'm getting all the power from my back leg, right? Even if I'm changing, boom. It's like the power, this thing gives the direction, the back leg gives the power. Okay, so then also here, when we think about the arms, okay, see how we stand here? I don't always want to be reaching like this. Because if I reach like this, it leaves my front leg unprotected. Boom, right? So we want to also think of the hands in a certain way. So we thought of the legs as an engine, the steering wheel. We want to think of the hand. The back arm, the arm that covers the back leg, is the anchor. So if I anchor, boom. And this one is the floater, because this one touches, this one pushes, this one drags, this one here. The anchor hooks on, keeps weight on you. So once you start working like that, then you know how to defend. So I'm not going to be lazy with this one. I'm going to go in with this one first. I'm going to float with this one. Right?
So that also leaves this free to defend that.
Free to defend
It's
that.
much harder for me to get that back one.
It's very hard, because if you come to, it's rarely do we attack the back leg. Because when you attack the back leg, all I have to do is like this. Your body is out of position. Exactly. But you can easily get to the front leg. But so we call the leg, the hand that protects the front leg also. So it's a floater, but we also call it a gatekeeper, because it does a very important job of protecting the front leg. So it'll be like, here, I might be here, you come here, bam, bam. Right? Whether it's jiu-jitsu, whether it's anything, you have to be able to keep this hand mobile. So if this hand is always tied up, or if it's exposed where it's not doing its job protection, it's very difficult, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's a fantastic introduction. It gives people something to work on.
Yeah.
I know you're active on Facebook, where
Yeah.
you are. We'll link to that in the description.
Absolutely.
And you promised to actually start working on your YouTube. So he's going to put a lot of wrestling stuff on his YouTube.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to him. That's
Absolutely.
Nick Ugoalah. We'll link to that as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Um,
Tons of material to upload, and I'm going to start, made a promise, I'm going to start uploading that. Come and join me.
awesome. Thanks so much.
Thank you.